Right. Okay. So first things first, great use of the effective trader or the mindset of an effective trader, or as I put it, effective psychology to building long-lasting wealth. The first most important thing you need if you want to succeed in this industry, before I even say this, so I'm going to take you through this, then we understand the economics of the market, how prices are affected, what are the things that affect prices. Then we'll look at the different types of traders and how you can choose which one best fits you, okay? So we are going to build it up step by step. So stay tuned. And like I said, update on the pages that we've started for those who are not yet here, so that they can also join in before we get to the interesting part. So virtues of the effective trader. First thing, patience. Patience, very, very important, because patience is the only, in fact, the number one key virtue that you need if you want to succeed in this industry. If you are to make money, meaningful money, okay, if you are to make long-lasting wealth in this industry, you need patience. And a lot of people lack that, because most people come in with the mind that this is something that is quick money. So I come in, then I put in some $100 in some few months or in some few weeks, it turns to $1,000, then I cash out. That is not how it works. This is an industry that has been there since 2009, even before this, even before 2009, the blockchain has been there. Today, I'm not going to do introduction to blockchain and cryptocurrency. So if you've not had knowledge on that, I have a YouTube video I'll share on the pages after this. You can go and watch that. I've shared it already. Today is about trading, okay? Building the right mindset for trading. So once you come into the industry with the mindset of quick money, you are already losing. You get frustrated very quickly and you will run away before you can even get anything out of the market. So first things first, patience. I want to talk about patience. Learn before you earn. Learn before you earn, okay? I mean, if you are a teacher, you didn't just get up one day, you became a teacher and they started paying you salary. You went to school for about 2 or 3 years to come out and get a certificate, do service in some cases before you got your permanent job, and then they started paying you salary. Some of us have gone to school for 7 years and we are still under training. So everything that you need to do in this life, the first step is always to learn. Every industry, every trade, every career path, you must learn before you can be paid. In fact, before you can get the job. And now when you get the job, then they'll pay you for the job you are doing. So, and I always say this, money has its own curriculum. In my book, The Money Farm is there. Money has its own curriculum, okay? You just don't get up and think that money is just something. Once you have some small money, you just get up without any knowledge about how money works, without any knowledge about the rules guiding the money game. You don't understand that, then you just get up and think that you can become a millionaire. It doesn't work like that. Money has its own curriculum. So anything that has to do with making money, you must first also learn about it before you can think about making that money out of it. So if you are here and you've not yet started making money from the crypto industry, you've not yet started trading, or you started and it's not moving well, and you first thing, take your time, sit down and learn. Okay, and the resources are there. Those of you who are in the paid community, the videos are there. Those videos, you can watch them over and over again, and they'll always give you something, some new knowledge. Okay, YouTube videos are there. There are books you can read. I mean, a lot of things. The resources are there. Sit down, take the time to understand the basis of the industry first, before you just want to jump in and make money. So for me, people have approached me and they're like, so me, I want to, this Bitcoin thing, I've been hearing about it too. So how can I make money from it? How much can I start with? It doesn't work like that. You just don't come in and you're starting with an amount. First of all, do you even understand what it is? So I'll tell them, relax. The first thing is for you to learn and understand what you are coming into. We are not a quick money scheme business where you just come and put money, take money out and go away, and you don't even know what has happened. It's a lifelong career. That's what people don't realize. Crypto trading is a lifelong career. You can do it part-time or you can do it full-time, but it's a lifelong career if you choose to do it. It's not something you just do for a short period of time, get money and then move away. And before you can, that's why before you can succeed, you must first learn. Because it's a career, you must learn and understand the knowledge and the principles guiding that career path. So patience, learn before you earn, okay? Risk taking, yes, because there's a lot of risks here. If you don't have the heart for risks, then the industry is not for you. If you cannot see your $100 turn to $20 and come back up to $70, go down to like $50, come back up, then before you realize one day you wake up and the $100 has now turned to $500. If you don't have the heart to see, to take that swing down and up and still be comfortable, then this is not for you. And if you cannot afford to even lose some and win some, it's not for you, because like I said, it's not every trade you do that will go well. Some trades you lose. There are some projects you invest in that may die and never resurrect. And that's, of course, that's why you must learn, so that you know how to identify good sustainable projects. But even at that, nobody's 100%. So risk taking, you can lose your money. As it is with any business, you can lose your money. It's not, there's no guarantee that you can never lose money in the space. You can lose your money. So if you are not ready to take that risk, then it's not for you. Third point, know your level. I'm not being very formal, because like I said, this is not, I didn't plan this as a formal meeting. So I just want us, it's more like this, we are talking. Know your level, okay? When I say know your level, know your financial status. Know, understand, in fact, appreciate and be aware of your knowledge level, so that it will guide you as to which steps you can take and which steps you cannot take yet. First of all, let's talk about the money. Because this, for me personally, is something that I learned the hard way. Don't imagine that if you are having your last 100 Ghana cedis, you take all of it and there's a project that has come up, so you feel that this project is going to make a lot of money, and it's going to make that money, it's going to give you a lot of returns in a very short period of time. And you take your only last 100 cedis, which is you are supposed to use to eat, move around, buy water to drink, or sometimes even pay light bill. Then you go and put it there with the mind that you are going to make some quick money fast and take it back out. Then you go and put it there, and the market dips immediately. You are dead. So you must plan your finance and know that you must, before you even invest, there's the need for survival. So if there's a project that comes and you hear somebody is putting $100, somebody is putting $2,000, and you know that all you can afford is $10, don't force yourself to also go and look for $100 to come and put inside that project because you think it's promising. Do what you can at any point in time. This is very important. If not, that's how sometimes people get frustrated. The moment you start cutting your coats bigger than your size, you are looking for trouble. So cut your coat according to your size, know your level, know your financial level, know how much risk you can take, and still be able to get something to eat, be able to pay your light bill. So which means that you must budget your money, no matter how small it is. I used to tell people this. If every month, the best you can do is invest $10 in your crypto portfolio, do that. Don't be in a hurry to start investing $100 when you know you cannot afford $100. There are people who are investing like $1,000 a month in their crypto portfolio because they have reached that level. That's their level. Your level may be $50 a month. Stick to it till your income increases. So that if you have your plan that, excuse me, you have your plan that every month I'm going to invest 10% of my salary into my crypto portfolio. or 10% of my income into my crypto portfolio. If 10% of your income is $10, invest that $10. If 10% of your income is $100, invest that $100. Don't say because people are investing $1,000, $500, then you are forcing yourself, you go and borrow money, use money that is not yours, pack all your savings and come and put inside here, thinking that it is a guarantee that you get back huge returns on your money. Please, I hope this is clear. If you are following at this point and you are getting value at this point, please just type in following in the chat box. Let me know you are with me. Just type in following. If you are following so far, you are getting value, type following. Let me know that I'm not just talking to myself. All right, thank you, Mr. Gokrubo. Okay. Awari has raised his son. Mr. Awari, do you have a question?
Sorry, I'm just trying to type something and it clicked there. Okay.
All right.
Hello.
So you can mute yourself so that we continue. So know your level. Very important thing. I can't stress this enough. Okay. You must know your level and be patient. So you see, the reason why sometimes people do things that is beyond them is because you are not patient. You want to make money quick. So you feel that the more money you can put in faster, the more money you get out. But it doesn't always work like that. But if you have the patience that is needed to build wealth in the industry, you won't go above your level. You can start with $10 and build. As your portfolio is growing, your profit is coming, you invest more of your profit back, plow back your profit. And that way, your capital will be increasing gradually, and you grow, okay? Then last point on the virtues, follow who know road. Very important point, because there are people who feel that, oh, I can watch some few YouTube videos and then learn on my own and then trade on my own and become profitable. People do. But most of the time, people who do that in their own corner miss out on a lot of opportunities. There are lessons that people will share with you that will save you a lot of money, because they have been in the industry for years. They've made certain mistakes. And they can use those mistakes, the lessons they learned from there, to guide you. And that's why in our community, we have Dr. Tale and Co, Billions, Madam Juliet and Co, they're all there. Hartwell, when you come to the Ghana community, Hartwell is there, Mr. Kwajo is there. So we have a lot of people in the community with experience who can guide you. That's why community is important. If you want to stand alone in this place, you don't do crypto trading in isolation. That's a very dangerous game to play. So look for people who have been in the industry, people who you can clearly see that the crypto industry has made an impact in their lives, and learn from them. And try to belong to communities. Because if you don't belong to a community, there are some projects that come, because making money in this space too is about timing. And those of you who have participated in certain pre-sales within the community and have enjoyed huge profits, you understand this point. Those of you who chopped money from Wakanda, when Wakanda came, a lot of people made insane profits from Wakanda. If you are not in the community, you wouldn't have known about Wakanda, that they were going to do a pre-sale or a launch for you to invest in. You'd have just sat in your room and be doing your trading. And I've missed on that opportunity. So there are people with connections, and in this space, it's about timely information. Because whenever we are seeing the market dip, something has happened in the background, and there are people, before that thing happens, they already know that is going to happen. So if you don't have the right links to get that information on time, then you realize that you miss out on certain good opportunities. So follow who know road, seek for guidance, and then seek for mentors. Look for people who can guide you. And for those of you who are in the paid community, you are covered. As long as you are ready to learn and you ask questions, you wouldn't really find yourself fumbling. Okay, so that's it. I don't want us to spend more than 30 minutes. I hope my time is not fast spent. Now, having looked at derivatives, what pushes or what drives the price action that we see in the crypto space is basically the economics, we know, basic economics, demand and supply. Okay, these cryptocurrencies are softwares. Okay, most of the cryptocurrencies are softwares. In fact, every cryptocurrency is actually a software. But the issue is, what is that software created to do? Okay, every cryptocurrency is a software that is created for a particular purpose. And the money aspect, the part where we do the trading, is a way of monetizing the usage of that software. So you see that the first thing that happened with Bitcoin was that it was created as a way of creating a peer-to-peer payment system that was out of control of the government with a decentralized, something. So it was solving a problem, which was movement of funds between peers, between people that didn't have to go through the centralized banking system. And now, after that, all the other projects that have been coming out have been looking for ways to improve upon that system that was created by the Bitcoin community. So now, when something is created, a product is created, what drives the price of that project or that product? A new product is launched into the market. What drives its price? It's basically demand and supply. If that product comes out and a lot of people see that it's good and they're using it, there's high demand for it, but the supply is not increasing, what happens is that the price is definitely going to go up, because now more people want it, but it's not there. So the small of it that is available, its price will go up, because now it's about who can afford it the more. But if you have a lot of it in the market and nobody is buying, what happens to the price? Definitely the price will come down, because even you, the one selling, if you are sitting down with your tomatoes that you are selling and then nobody is buying, you will want to cut down the price so that you can just get it off before everything falls on your hands and you lose all your money. So that demand and supply is what drives the prices of the coins that we see in the market. Please, I hope this is clear.
Yes, it is clear.
All right. So we have about 10 minutes. We should be able to finish before that. So you need to understand some of these economics. It's just like any other product in the market. It's not like some fake money or internet money, as people call it, that is just hanging in the air. You just go and pluck. These are real life softwares that are being created to solve certain problems, to serve certain purposes. And we as crypto traders are on the monetizing side of it, cashing out on the demand and supply of that particular product or that particular software that has been created. So whenever demand goes down, then you see and prices are going down, and that's where we have the cycles coming in. So the cycles, we have the bull market and the bear market. These have been going on for ages. Okay, and when you understand that the market runs in cycles, there is a time it goes up, there is a time it comes down. Excuse me. There's a time that the market goes up, there's a time the market comes down. Once you have this understanding, you wouldn't be panicking when it's going down, because when it's going up, you're happy. So whatever goes up must come down, whatever comes down must go up. Keep that in mind. So when it's going up, don't think that it's going to keep going up forever. That's why we say you must always take profits. When you are in a project and the project rises to a certain level and you've made a good amount of profit, take some out. Take your profit. Always take profit on your trading. Okay. Now, this is what you must understand. And this is the very important part that I really want you to get, so that you wouldn't panic when the market is going down. Because so many times we've heard it, people said Bitcoin is crashing, the crypto market is crashing. It has been crashing, it has never crashed. Why? Because people don't understand that it runs in cycles. Whenever it's going down, we have a down cycle or a bear market, people will start saying it's going to crash. This is the history of the Bitcoin when it was created in 2009. Those of you who can see the screen very well, in 2009, what was the price? Someone should type it in the chat box. Let me be sure that we are still together. In 2009, what was the price of Bitcoin? As you can see on the chat, someone should just put it on the chat box. Quickly, we are running out of time. What was the price in 2009? If you can see on the chat box, yes, 0.003. That's less than even 1 cent. It's not up to 10 cents, so it's not up to a cent, not even talk about $1. That was 2009. That was the price of Bitcoin then. So imagine you had $10 by then. It means you'd have possibly been able to buy about, I think about 3,000 Bitcoins back then with just $10, if I'm right. So, so imagine back then. So when it started that way, then it went up. This was 2010. It was at 0.5, half a dollar. Then it went up to $10, as you can see here. Then from $10, it went to 600. And this one there, all these ones you are seeing at the high points, but you see that it always drop and then rise, drop and rise, drop and rise. So this has been happening since 2009. And whenever it was dropping, people will say the market is going to crash, Bitcoin is going to crash. And people will panic and sell out. People will lose money because they sold at the dip. And some people never resurrect. They never come back into the industry. But from less than 1 cent, people have been saying it's going to crash, it's going to crash. It kept going up, down, up, down, up, down. And today, we are sitting with Bitcoin around $30,000. Of course, it went up to $61,000 as its all-time high and came back down, which is another cycle that is, so we are now in a bear cycle. So in the next bull run, it's likely to hit another price which is higher than the 61,000. And that has always been what has been happening. It comes down, it establishes a support, bounces back up, and when it goes and it breaks the previous high, it goes up and establishes a new all-time high. And that has been happening from less than 1 cent. It went all the way to 19,000 in 2017. I think 2017, 2018, we had another crash, or let me say another bear market, where the price of Bitcoin came down so much that people once again thought we're saying the crypto industry is going to collapse. Then it bounced back up and it kept going that way. And the next slide, I think, will tell us more. You can see it's 2009, 2010, 2011. That's how it kept going, it kept going, it kept going. And we are here today. I'm sharing this with you so that you understand that the market is never going to collapse. It comes down, it goes up. But what you must see, as you can see in the chart, is that over a long period of time, over an extended period of time, there is a general rise in price. Please, I hope you can see what I'm talking about, because this slide is the most important thing I really wanted to share with us today. Are you getting the points that I'm making at this point? If you are if you are following and you understand what I've just said right now, type clear. Just type clear in the chat box. Please, do you understand this? Adiza, Dokrugu, Henry, do you understand this? I can't mention everybody's name. Is it clear? Is this part clear to you? That the market is in cycles and it's up and down. But you must understand that in the long term, over the long period of time, what is the general trend? Is the general trend up, or the general trend is down or is stable? And it is evident that it has had a general uptrend. And that should tell you that this is a market that will continue to grow. And with more adoption even coming in, now we have banks, we have countries that are now adopting Bitcoin as a means of payment. We didn't have that all these years, but it was able to stay strong and continue growing. Now imagine when in fact, the statistics says that not even up to 10% of the world population has adopted Bitcoin yet. Imagine what is going to happen by the time we even have just 20% of the world population adopting Bitcoin. Where will the price be by then? So if you are here now and you are privileged to have this knowledge about the industry, and 10 years from now, you cannot say you've made a good amount of wealth, you've built some wealth out of this industry, then it means that you failed. In fact, you failed yourself. Because we are pioneers of something great. The adoption has not gone anywhere yet. Okay. And when you are to trade, we have different traders. And you must understand that you can either be a day trader. I'm trying to round up because my time is, I don't want us to restart again. You can be a day trader, you can be a swing trader, you can be a hodler. In general, we have short-term and long-term. A mixture of both is good. Day traders are people who can sit, they look at the chart on a daily basis. They are full-time traders. On a daily basis, they are looking at charts, going in and out, buying low and selling high, coming out, short-term trades. Swing traders too are short-term traders. But the long-term hodlers are the ones that you look at a good project. Just imagine someone had bought Bitcoin when it was less than 1 cent in 2009 and kept it for 5 years. The person would have become a billionaire. So that is what I mean by long-term. So long-term, look for good projects that you can invest in for a longer term. And for me, my long-term is between 3 to 5 years. So there are projects that I've invested in now that I don't intend to cash out from them until about 3 years' time. So understand this. The short-term trading is there, but when you understand, when you have the patience to wait, invest now for the future, and you have the patience to wait for your investment to grow, eventually you make it. If you have the knowledge to do the day trading or the swing trading while you are doing your long-term investment in the industry, you go ahead and do that. But know that you must be patient to build wealth within the industry. It's not a day thing. It's not something that will happen within a few days or weeks. Nobody has ever turned millionaire in the crypto industry within weeks. It takes time. So be patient and understand the cycles. Don't panic when we are dipping. When we are dipping, that's when you should buy coins so that you can buy them at a low price. And by the time they are rising off, you can take profits. So my time is up. Thank you so much for today, for joining in. Maybe next time we use a link that we can talk longer.